Welcome back. Tonight I am pulling from the pantry to make homemade, hi Sage, homemade Italian sausage, and this is for a dish that I'm going to do a version of little Italian meatballs in pasta, and I'm going to make them small because they're going in angel hair, which is delicate and petite, and so I really want to make sure I keep in the same order. Now this is the chukar bird that my husband hunts, and a lot of people across the country don't know what this is. This is a partridge. It's in the partridge family. They have a really unique flavor. It's not strong or gamey necessarily, but it's not chicken. It's one of my favorites. I very often would totally choose this to do this recipe than chicken. Chicken is too bland for it. This has a really rich flavor to it. So I'm going to use the KitchenAid mixer, and we're going to grind that up. And so I think there's 5 breasts, or no, actually would have been 10 breasts, you know, if you count one each side of the chukar. And so I'm going to make a small batch just for my husband and I, but I thought, you know, I'm just going to get this ground up. And I'm going to bring you along for the ride. I know you want to be here, or you wouldn't have clicked on it, right? Alright, now I've got the meat all ground up, and that's a fair amount. I mean, that's more than enough for Michael and I. I'm going to add to the mix, I'm going to add parsley. These meatballs are going to be amazing. Okay, so about 2 tablespoons of parsley. And Italian meatballs, my gosh, there's so many applications to do. Oh my goodness, we're almost out of garlic powder. Fresh homemade garlic powder. So that's about a tablespoon, a heaping tablespoon. We'll be refilling that. Okay, and then I want fennel seeds. Fennel gives the mix an Italian flair. I mean, and it will cook and soften with it. So a tablespoon of fennel seeds. Now you can put that in a mortar and pestle if you want to. I'm going to have a teaspoon of fresh cracked black and a teaspoon of salt. And I use kosher salt or sea salt. That's really the only thing I use. Table salt doesn't do anything for me. I also want a teaspoon of red pepper flakes. Can't have sausage without it. Even Italian sausage. I put red pepper flakes in my spaghetti sauce and my marinara, and you just have to have it. So then we want thyme. We'll do a teaspoon of thyme, and then we get to the Italian sausage part, and oh my gosh, this is so amazing. And I want a heaping teaspoon or tablespoon of Italian seasoning. And then we're going to get to the business at hand. Actually, I need to go get breadcrumbs. And this is garlic infused olive oil, so it'll make up for the lack of garlic, because you know a tablespoon isn't enough. So I'm going to add some fat to this. You have to have a little bit of fat, and this is a healthy oil for you to have in your diet. So now that we have that together, let me go grab my breadcrumbs. Don't leave me. Telling you. My breadcrumbs, and I'm going to grab a fresh egg out of the refrigerator part of my pantry. And that way I don't have to shut you off. Yeah, I've got my breadcrumbs. I'm coming on over. And this is just one of the ways. It's not even the only way I do Italian meatballs, but this is definitely one of them. So I'm going to crack that beautiful fresh egg for my chicken. And let's do a palmful is about 1/4 of a cup. I'm going to do a 1/2 cup, okay, of Italian breadcrumbs. Now, or they're seasoned, but it's got an Italian name. I'm assuming it's Italian. Grated Parmesan, fresh grated Parmesan. Now you can grate it yourself, or you can, I get this at Smart and Final. Costco's gotten way out of line on how much it is. So I'm going to do 2 really nice handfuls. This is going to help flavor the sauce. It's also going to add a salty bite to everything, and you're going to love this. Now, sometimes I'll add sun-dried tomatoes, dice them up real fine and put them in here. You know, it just depends on the mood. I'm probably going to top this pasta with a little grated Parmesan, so I want to make sure it's in there. So, now that I've, this really, it smells amazing right now. Now, I've got my oven preheating at 350. This is my little on-the-countertop oven because my big oven is full of cast iron, which I will have to get out here in a couple of days because it's almost Thanksgiving. I love it. And I don't even know what we're doing yet, I don't think. I know I'm going to make a meal, but I don't know if I'll be able to video it because it's on a, not a company meal. But I'm going to start grabbing, and I want these to be little and delicate, maybe the size of a, those large globe grapes. That's probably, I don't know if you can see that. That's about the size I want them. I don't want them huge because, I'm going to spray that pan down. There's not a whole lot of oil in there or fat. So I'm going to grab this and spray it, and I will have to wash this can off because I just contaminated it. So I will spray that down and wash it. You have to be careful when you're handling raw meat of any kind, but especially poultry and fowl, I guess you call it. So I'm just going to roll these out. These are going to bake off until they kind of caramelize on the outside, and then I can bring you back when I make my really simple, delicious sauce. Okay, I have to bring you back because they have been smelling up the house and they are amazing, and I have to taste one. They're hot, but I just let them get caramelized on the bottom and cook through and let everybody smell them. And I'm going to do my pasta sauce tomorrow night. So here we go. I'm going to taste this. Hot. It's still moist. It's not dried out. Oh my goodness. And over the top, Italian, amazing. That is phenomenal. So, oh my goodness, those are so good. They're going to be hard to stay out of. So what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to let these cool down, and I'm going to put them in a really nice, safe Ziploc, and put them in the garage refrigerator because I can guarantee you with our Nevada temperatures, I'm not going to go traipsing out there to pop a meatball in the middle of the night. Now, that being said, if they were in the refrigerator here in the house, I might do 10 of them videos. But I do want to wish everyone that watches this video a very happy Thanksgiving, and I believe we all have so much to be thankful for in our country. Even though it's not going well right now, we are still very blessed. So, to be here. And I know our family is very blessed to have the bounty that we have on our table at this point in time. And I'm just very thankful. I'm thankful for all my subscribers. I never thought I would have gotten to this point. So thank you guys. And I hope your holiday with your family and your friends, your loved ones, is just a blessed holiday. And so tonight we're having the Chukar meatballs that I made earlier. Well, I made them, and you watched it earlier. And so we are going to have them tonight. And on my prep day, I had prepped some angel hair pasta ahead because I want to have this on angel hair. I made the little meatballs pretty small and doing a petite dice on my tomatoes. So yeah, I just want it just delicate, I guess you'd say. So, and I chopped up about 4 tablespoons of parsley, and I'm gonna toss that in as soon as I get these tomatoes. And I put a quarter. All right, so here we have. I've got my meatballs in this little pot. This is another one of my favorite cast iron pots. It's small enough. I can't get crazy, and for the amount of meatballs that I had, this was perfect. So you can see it's a lot more meatball than sauce, and so what I want to do is I want to go ahead and add something to loosen it up so it can surround that pasta. So I'm adding my tomatoes and let them break down. Fresh tomatoes are always fabulous. Alright. And it will make the sauce a little looser. And I really don't want to add too many spices because those meatballs are so spiced and flavorful. They don't need it at all. So really all I need to do is heat this through and let the tomatoes kind of break down a little bit. And we're going to serve that over some pasta. I'm going to heat that up in the microwave. Sorry. I'm going to heat that up in the microwave and put it on a plate. Oh my goodness, this looks delicious already. So how easy to prep these things ahead. So I've heated up the angel hair in the microwave. It's so easy if you pre-cook this. I just toss it in a little olive oil after it's been rinsed, and it keeps all week. In fact, the guys can take some of that with some honey. Take some spaghetti sauce if they want to. So what we're going to do is the meatballs are all heated through, the tomatoes got a chance to break down, and we're going to top this pasta. And that's my dog in the background squeaking her toy against my leg. She thinks that I am talking to her, I think. And off she goes. The bug papa. So this is just a really easy weeknight meal, you know? Pour sauce down, and I'm going to top this with some Parmesan. Fresh grated Parmigiano Reggiano. Parmigiano Reggiano. Anyway, and there you go. Oh my goodness. So good. And of course, it wouldn't be dinner unless I tasted it. I have to have a bite. My husband will not mind. I want to make sure I get tomato on there, a little mushroom, and absolutely a meatball. I cannot wait. Hopefully they get a bunch more Chukars so I can do this again. Okay. Alright, you guys, I'm going in. Oh my gosh. That is amazing. So easy. Oh, I better replace that meatball. And add a little bit of sauce to it. I don't want anybody to know I had a bite. Anyway, guys, I hope this inspires you to plan ahead, prep your meals ahead whenever possible, and just enjoy your family time together. And I truly hope this inspires you to think outside the box and try something new, try something different. And I'll see you next time.